just still believe we're a week kind of into this whole quarantine thing, and we still don't have a solution to anything. We are still dealing with this, and still no racing. This is getting harder and harder. All right, y'all. Let's get right to it. Week 2 of the whole coronavirus quarantine. Still no racing on TV, other than what the NASCAR did the other day on Sunday, yesterday actually, with the iRacing. I mean, I think that was really cool of them to get together and do that, simply because there's just so much going on, and it kind of brought all of us race fans back to reality. Like, hey, you know what? There's so much technology out in the world today. There's so much that we can do to grow our sport and to advance the sport, from guys practicing at home in this downtime and just everything that's going on. So for me, that was really cool to see that we're actually doing something, that there was initiative taken by an organization to, just have a race, have something going on so race fans can feel like we are a part of something. So, NASCAR isn't really what we talk about here in the groove, but I mean, they're the only ones that have really stepped up to do anything right now. So what else are we supposed to talk about? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going to come of this. I don't know how we're going to, come out of this. I don't really know what everything is going to be, but I can tell you one thing, that it needs to hurry up. This podcast is brought to you by the good folks over at Mad Bro Motorsports, the leading parts store in Minot, North Dakota for all your racing and performance parts needs. Call Slam and Sam and the gang over at 701-720-7996. Again, that is Mad Bro Motorsports, located in Minot, North Dakota. 701-720-7996. On the way to being free. So then I turn on the good old interweb, turn on the phone today as I sit here and get ready for the podcast. And the first thing I see, PDRA postponed season's opener East Coast Nationals in response to COVID-19 pandemic. It just sucks. I mean, everything that we look forward to in the racing year, everything that we, try to go and do, and it's just like one thing after another. I mean, it's unreal. And I'm kind of nervous as a drag racer, platform at first. But even for the IMCA guys, my circle track guys around this area, I'm kind of wondering if they're going to postpone the season here, especially, we race one of the tracks here, race at the Nodak Speedway. And that is on the fairgrounds. And they've canceled quite a few events already. So it's just like, what's going to happen there? Are they going to postpone the season? Or are they just going to say, hey, you know what, we're done because of everything that's going on? Because if they do, I mean, that hurts not just my entertainment side of my business. That hurts also my part side of my business, which, was the root founding of everything for me. So it's a double-edged sword. I mean, I think it hurts a lot more businesses just other than myself. I think it hurts, All-Star Performance. You're talking any other business that sells race car parts to anyone across the world. Like right now, if you're a small business or a big business, you have to be thinking about this. I mean, granted, like the people that work at hospitals and things like that, like they're probably ran ragged. And then in a time like this, it sucks to sit here and talk about a podcast called In the Groove when there's not really much going on in the groove. Like everything is out of the groove. Everything is off the track, and it's just kind of really messed up. It sucks, but I mean, it's the way of the world. And I think the only way that we can get better from this is just kind of like they say, let's sit at home and not do anything right now. Like, honestly, like we honestly need to slow down. And I think in the time of slowing down, it makes everyone wonder, including myself, of what's going to happen or what we're going to be doing. But as Wes Buck said it yesterday, there's still a lot of stories that should be told and could be told right now. And I'm going to use his words word for word. So if he's listening to this, hey, sorry, Wes, but I'm using exactly what you said in your live feed yesterday. Is if you were a fly on the wall right now in one of those race car shops, um, the conversations that they're having, the lunch meetings that they're having, those couldn't be the easiest meetings that are going on right now. And I don't know about you guys, but when I think about lunch, I think about someone else who has sponsored this podcast and who is a great part of the community. And I'm just going to take a second and break to them right now. ALS Teca Mexican food located here in Minot, North Dakota on the north side. If you want the best and authentic Mexican food located in Minot, North Dakota, please check out the gang up at ALS Teca Mexican food located right near the Minot International Airport. Go up there, try one of the burritos, and I guarantee you will not leave hungry. The best and authentic Mexican food here in Minot, North Dakota. Again, that is ALS Teca for all your dine-in and dine-out needs. So, still scrolling through Facebook, and I see photographers, I see videographers, I see everybody in the industry just kind of like, okay, where do we go from here? What are we doing? What's our next step? What's our next move? And I think with all this downtime, actually, it's a two-way street, right? With having this downtime and with having everything that's going on in the society right now and in the world, I think, like I said, it's a two-way street. Because we have people that are sitting at home and they're actually spending more time with their families, and people are, kind of questioning, what should I do? What should I not do? But I think we need to, understand that we are spending more time with our families and focus on the good things. Focus on that you're actually getting quality time, not focus on, hey, you know what, this sucks because I'm forced to do this. Take it for a positive, do some things with your son or your daughter or whatever you may have, that will benefit them, Also, you can bring your son or your daughter into the garage with you and, teach them something about the car or whatever it is that you're working on. That way it could actually be a project. So maybe when you get out of the house and we get out of this quarantine and this lockdown, then it's easier for your family to want to go with you racing. I think that's a huge part about it right now, is that everybody's so worried about being stuck in the house, but there's so many opportunities for you to bond with your loved ones. And it's hilarious to me right now, if you're on scrolling through Facebook or anything like that, you see all these videos of, found out I had a wife, she sit next to me, blah, blah, blah. I think those are hilarious because it's just showing that people are taking the good and the bad with this. But at the same time, I think that if we, bring our significant other into the race shop or into the garage and have them work on the car with us, I think that'll be a good thing too. I mean, I think when it's all said and done, that people are going to be, everyone's going to be excited when this is all over. And this just sucks for me to sit here and talk about it, but I'm going to keep saying that. Like, we don't really have anything else to talk about. I think that this would be a good platform for a lot of people to start stepping up and saying, hey, what can we do to support our community? What can we do to, do things for the youth and bring the youth to get involved? I honestly think if I had the source or the, the checkbook to do it, this would be a perfect time to, get one or two kids to sign up a week, even though we can't. But like at school, right? If there's a teacher and two kids, working on a car, I understand the health risks with everything like that. So I totally understand where people are coming from with that. But at the same time, like, I just think that there's so many opportunities that we can take right now to continue to push forward, continue to grow, continue to build the car community around. And I think, if you're at home with your kids, I think this is a perfect time. I mean, yes, there's a million reruns of every show on TV right now, but that doesn't have to be all you do. You can go get online and show them parts of cars if that's something you're into. And if not, and if that's something that they're into, then sit down and watch 20 minutes with them of it. Yeah, I may, when I say 20 minutes a whole episode, you're probably only getting, if it's a 30-minute episode, you're only getting, 15 minutes of actual show, and then you're getting 15 minutes of commercials. But still, sit down and watch that with them, because you never know what's going to be the outcome of all of this. After the end of being locked up in the house, you can either build your relationship with your with whoever it is, or things can be a total disarray. But I'm hoping that we don't see as many more cancellations. I hope here in the next couple of days, I'm going to say days instead of weeks, in the next couple of days, we start seeing events start popping up on calendars. I think we're going to start seeing bands taking off, hopefully, if this virus doesn't keep going as viral as it is right now. And I think the biggest thing is for us all just to slow down and appreciate the time. I think also support your local businesses. Support your local businesses. Those are the guys and girls that are in your community that may be sitting at home right now because no one's walking into their door. I really think, knuckle down, even if it's a t-shirt, if it's a hat, you never know. $5 may go a long way for that person or that family. It may help keep their lights on. It may help, pay their employees or whatever it may be. So instead of let's going to these big box stores, let's help out our local communities, our local business owners. Let's just show everyone in your community and in your environment that, hey, you want to keep your resources local and keep what's going on here. Like I said, I hate continuously talking about this whole virus because I know that's all we hear on TV and everything else. So I just want to tell you guys about the easiest way to start a free podcast. A place where you can go, where there's a creative tool that allows you to edit your podcast from your phone and your computer. It's Anchor. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on every platform. I'm talking Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum. I mean, it's just the way to go. So if you have not done already, please go over to anchor.fm, download the Anchor app, and get started for free today. This is another episode of In the Groove Podcast, brought to you by LS Teca Mexican Food, Mad Bro Motorsports, and Outlaw Performance.Ent. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of this great podcast, In the Groove. Stay tuned for the next episode. Until next time, signing out. Peace.